Hey, I'm Maggie Carson. I'm a junior at Jefferson High School. I've grown up at Athens Church. I've literally been coming here since I was a baby. It's kind of crazy to think about, but my leader Morgan has been my leader since Wombaland. Growing up around Athens Church, I've learned about the Bible and Jesus, about grace and forgiveness. As I grew up, I began to take advantage of these blessings that I had learned about. Instead of having these blessings pull me closer to Christ, I began walking a different path than what God had planned me for. That path led me to a pretty dark place. I knew what Christians were supposed to do, and I knew all the right answers to give at church and in small group, but something was missing. Things changed at the Mix 2020. In the middle of one of our groups, my leaders asked our group to write down in private something we had been hiding. Our leaders gathered our answers and read them out. The answers remained anonymous, but as girls began to claim what they had said, I realized that I was not alone because others were going through what I was going through. But even greater, I realized I was not alone because God was always with me. What was missing all along wasn't just knowing about God, it was learning to live with God. With Jesus, I find joy in everything. Where anxiety used to rule, peace is now my friend. I would like to thank my dad for truly showing me how to walk like a Christian, my small group for helping me see God for who He truly is and helping me know I am not alone in this. Lastly, I'd like to thank my siblings and my mom for keeping me straight in my ways. My name is Maggie Carson. Today I am getting baptized because I want the world to know that Jesus is my joy, my hope, my peace, and my comfort.
Inside Out, this is Maggie. And Maggie, as we were just talking backstage, even was just telling you about, as we've been writing your story, as we've been talking through all of this, you have been such an encouragement to me. And even as I've been going through steps of my faith and like looking through what my relationship with Jesus has looked like, even in just this past week, I've thought about words that you have said about how God walks with us. And it has hit me differently this week than in different moments. And I love that about you. I love that your small group, when they think about you, they think about Jesus. I love that when your family sees you, they see you and they say, man, that is a joy. That is God's joy right there. Morgan, your leader, who you actually talked about, I asked her, I said, what should I know about Maggie? And she said, Maggie is a light. And so today we celebrate you. We celebrate what God's been doing in your life. And we celebrate that because of Jesus too, you have freedom, you have hope, you have peace, you have eternity with God. And so I also asked Morgan too. I said, what is something that we want to be praying for Maggie? And she says that we want to be praying that God would walk with you and would be near to you like never before, that you would be able to recognize His presence. And so thinking about even Psalms 139, about how it says you are fearfully and wonderfully made, that God chose you. Like before the beginning of time, God knew this would be happening, and He is smiling upon you today. It is something to celebrate. And so today, it's all about celebrating. It's celebrating that once it was anxiety and now it's peace. I would honestly say out in the crowd today, there's probably people that are saying too is, I want peace. And your story is a story of hope to them because they say, now I know where to find peace and it's in Jesus. And so thank you for being an example to me. Thank you for being an example to everybody else. And Maggie, it is so exciting to me to be able to say, because you love Jesus and because you have found your hope in Him and because you have trusted Him for your salvation, that as my sister in Christ, I now baptize you in the name of the Father who loves you so much, the Son who came and He died for you and He rose again to bring you hope, and the Spirit who now walks with you.